it is also related to growth and height also.
Okay. What is the function of glucagon, Sakshi?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it gives energy. Like it got stored in liver, and when our body is having lack of glucose, then it got converted into energy again, like glucose again.
Glucagon got stored in.
Oh,
What are
oh,
you saying? Just
oh,
can
I'm
you
sorry,
repeat?
ma'am. Sorry. I
Mm.
actually I
Mm.
replaced it with glycogen. I'm sorry.
Yes. Now answer correctly. My voice is audible to all.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, it helps to convert the glycogen into glucose. Like when it releases, the our
What is glycogen?
glycogen is a kind of glucose, ma'am, which is stored in liver.
Okay. So, can anyone tell what is the process? That process which, like the storing of inside the liver, is called as Shavani ma'am.
Glycogenesis, ma'am, you're asking?
Sakshi ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. When our body, like when we eat food and carbohydrate or the glucose level is high in our body, and our body does not need it that much, then our body store that glucose in the liver to use it further.
So, what is glycogenolysis?
Ma'am, glycogenolysis is converting the glucose, glycogen into glucose.
Hmm. That makes sense. Okay. So, what is the which cell produces insulin? Sarika ma'am.
Beta cells produce insulin.
What are the functions of insulin, Suja ma'am?
Insulin converts glucose to glycogen.
And
And
main.
thereby reducing the blood sugar in the blood.
So, which hormone gives this glucose or energy to whole body? Means cells of the body.
So that's and thus it helps in giving glycogen is the one which converts helps in releasing of glucose. Yeah,
No.
glucagon.
Okay, Shravani ma'am, can you clarify it?
Can you please repeat the question again? I didn't understand.
What is the function of insulin?
Insulin is it will give you
Your
like
voice is very low. Can you increase your voice or?
yes, ma'am. It is like a receptor, ma'am. It will give you the balance between glucose, ma'am. It will try to reduce the glucose level in the bloodstream. It will closes that one and all. It's like a receptor. It will work.
Okay, Sakshi ma'am, can you clarify it more?
Ma'am, basically, with the help of insulin, cell takes glucose.
Yes. What are the name of insulin receptors? Deepak sir, can you tell?
No, I don't remember this.
Okay, Sarika ma'am, will you tell?
Don't know.
Suja ma'am, will you try?
No, I don't know receptor name.
Sakshi ma'am,
No, ma'am.
I answered to your question only that day when you're asking that it's sent to cells also.
Is
Okay,
it glute? Glute, ma'am? Is it glute?
yes, GLUT4. GLUT4 receptor.
Ma'am, can you say it again?
GLUT4, GLUT, GLUT4. O is like, it is alphabetic, not alphabetic, it is numerical. GLUT4. What is diabetes? Diabetes. What is the full name of diabetes? Deepam sir, this is very easy answer. Can you answer?
Insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. First
What is
one.
first one? I didn't ask about first one. What is full name of diabetes?
Diabetes mellitus.
Yes. So what is the meaning of these two words, diabetes mellitus? That I want to ask that what is the meaning of diabetes mellitus? Shravani ma'am, will you tell?
Yes, ma'am. It's diabetes means fountain, and mellitus means sweet. So it is called a fountain of sweet.
Okay. So now what is diabetes exactly? Can anyone define properly? Others? We completed diabetes. No definition of that. Okay, so Sakshi ma'am will tell.
Okay, ma'am, I'll try. Like when body is when body is not able to like manage the sugar which it has, that thing is known as diabetes.
This
When
is the
blood,
definition.
blood, when blood has extra sugar and our insulins,
Very layman language we are using. This is very simple. So when we have studied, so you should know that something like scientific should like words should be good
like
words should be used.
like ma'am, extra sugar build up in
No,
bloodstream or
everyone knows this one. Extra sugar, high sugar. Sarika ma'am, will you try?
Diabetes mellitus is characterized by high blood sugar, which is due to the high blood sugar in the blood due to the defect in insulin secretion or the function of insulin in the body.
Yes. Okay. So every she's also saying right, but like I wanted some effective words you can use. No problem. What is the normal first of all, what are the tests we used to do for diabetes? Deepam sir will answer.
Yeah, we generally what we do is measure the amount of glucose in our blood in
What?
fasting level, then
Mm,
postprandial level, and there's another term. There's a third kind. I just can't remember the name. In general,
Random,
when this one,
random blood sugar.
basically fasting and PP, and there is another one. I just don't remember the name.
random blood sugar level.
Yeah,
Random.
random, right,
Anytime.
random. Yeah.
So what is the meaning of word postprandial?
This is basically once we have our food, it checks the amount of sudden increase in the blood sugar level after the digestion starts taking place.
Just after the meal, you can say. When we go for the checkup for our sugar levels, just after the meals. Okay. So what are the levels in random blood sugar, normal blood glucose level in random blood sugar? Sakshi may will tell.
ma'am, I'm seeing it by the notebook 80 to 160 mg.
Okay, Suja ma'am, postprandial.
100 to 140.
Mm. Shravani ma'am, what is postprandial?
140 mg, ma'am, above 140.
Yes. And fasting one, Sarika ma'am?
100 to 125 mcd.
Okay. What is pre-diabetes? Sujaman?
Like it is like when blood glucose is at 160 to 200, it is not complete diabetes, but just in the starting stage of diabetes.
Yes. Okay, so how many types of diabetes we have seen? Two main are there and one we have studied externally. That is also very important. Still, to make you understand is very okay. Shravani ma'am, how many diabetes we have studied?
Three, ma'am. Type 1 diabetes mellitus and type 2 diabetes mellitus and gestational diabetes.
Okay. What is type 1 diabetes? Sarika ma'am will tell.
Type 1 diabetes is also called as juvenile diabetes. So it is insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. So the people who are having type 1, their body is not producing enough insulin for the body. So they need supply from outside to get the enough glucose in the body.
Okay, so what is happening if insulin is not there in the body, Shravani ma'am?
The blood glucose level will be increased, ma'am.
How?
Because of this, insulin will control this glucose channel, and if there is no insulin, then it will increase your blood glucose level.
Can you answer Sakshi ma'am this one?
Ma'am, if insulin is not in, like Shravani ma'am said that if insulin is not in our body, then it will uh, like pancreas will start destroying the cell or something ऐसा कुछ था.
Cell, all the cells.
Yeah, pancreas will start uh, destroying the insulin secreting cells.
Which cell is responsible?
Okay, which cell? It's beta cell.
Okay, so destruction in beta cells, it is T cells mediated autoimmune disease, as I told you, na, autoimmune disease, which further leads to destruction in our pancreas beta cells, and due to destruction in beta cells, it will not be able to produce insulin. So, if insulin is not there, this high glucose level in our bloodstreams, can you give this another name for this high glucose level? Raise your hands. Yes, Deepam sir.
I haven't raised my hand.
Yes.
No, I didn't raise my hand.
Okay, then Suja ma'am will take.
Hyperglycemia.
Okay, very good. So now remember, Deepam sir, I can ask any time. Okay. I'm going to do. To pathophysiology, I've told about the diabetes type 1. And everyone, like, truthfully, you all know, you can close your copies if you have revised. Okay. So if you want, you can even see there. But for revision at this time, question and answer time, you should close your copies. Then only you will recognize that how much I have remembered. Or if you didn't revise at all, then you can open your copy. Okay. It's for your benefit only, that's why. Okay, two pathophysiologists told about diabetes mellitus. One, Sakshi ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm not getting what you're asking.
Like two pathophysiologists, you can understand what are the two reasons or causes for type 1 diabetes.
Okay, so type 1 is genetic, ma'am, by
And
birth.
and and Suja ma'am, before this only
Autoimmune.
yes, we would. So what is type 2 diabetes? Will you try, Deepam sir? Yes.
Ma'am, basically type 2 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder in which basically the body is creating the amount of insulin it requires, but the cells in the cellular level it is not accepting the insulin amount so that it can check the amount of glucose in the blood. So basically the RBC is not reacting to the amount of insulin. Hello.
Insulin, you should say that this glucose in the RBCs or bloods are not reaching to the all the cells or to the body parts. Though our
Yeah.
cells are starving for it. Okay. So the pathophysiology for this one, type 2, Pooja ma'am?
It is mostly caused by lifestyle, obesity, etc.
Pathophysiology causes, main cause. Sakshi?
Insulin?
Seeing in the copy.
No.
What insulin?
Like even insulin is not there in the body. Like our body is not, cell is not taking insulin, then it will
Cell is
cause
not taking insulin.
not accepting the insulin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, so finally glucose is not going inside that.
Yeah.
It is not taking insulin. Okay, it is
Yeah.
taking
Sorry.
glucose with the help of insulin. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what that term Shravani ma'am will tell.
Insulin resistance, ma'am.
Yes, where this is very important term for this insulin resistance. Since first slide we have studied about insulin resistance. This what is gestational diabetes? Deepam sir.
Uh, basically, gestational diabetes is occurring to people who are actually pregnant right from the time of pregnancy.
Okay. So now, what are the three main symptoms I have told about? Sarika ma'am will tell.
Polyphagia, which is excess hunger, polydipsia, excess thirst, polyuria, excess urination.
Yes. Other complications, can anyone only names is enough. Okay. And problem at which level it is happening. Okay. So Sakshi ma'am will tell microvascular. Just name them. Okay. Complications like.
I'm not remembering, ma'am.
Okay, Shravani ma'am, have you remember?
Ma'am, relating to eyes, respiratory, like
Name.
like relating to eyes, ma'am, micro level, relating
Name of that complication. Can you?
like glaucoma and the blood eyes and all. Not particular terminology, I didn't remember.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Suja ma'am, can you name them?
Neuropathy, nephrology related, and then
Very good.
cardiovascular.
Sarika ma'am, can you? You have told correctly, but Sarika ma'am, can you?
Retinopathy, neuropathy, nephropathy, and cardiomyopathy.
Okay, retinopathy is related to Deepam sir. Is related to
Skin, I guess.
and the nephropathy is related to Sakshi ma'am.
Kidney.
Kidney.
Okay, neuropathy is related to Shravani ma'am.
Neurons, ma'am.
Yes, and the cardiomyopathy is related to Suja ma'am.
Heart.
One most important also in macrovascular is diabetic foot. Now, what is hypoglycemia? Raise your hands. Okay, Deepam sir, you will tell.
Ma'am, can I just repeat once? I can't hear you.
Hypoglycemia.
I think this one is a condition where there is a very lack of blood sugar level, actually, a very deficiency of glucose in our blood.
Okay, Okay, so what is the levels in this, like in the numbers? Can you tell, Suja ma'am?
I'm not sure. Less than 180, I think.
Okay, less than 55. So now, who will tell that three main causes for cardiac asthma? Raise your hands. Your time is correct. Sakshi ma'am.
मैम भी याद नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, what is cardiac asthma? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like cardiac asthma. Like it happens in heart, or I guess I don't know, मैम. मैं भूल गया हूँ.
Okay. Cardiac word is related to
Heart,
asthma. What is related to?
lungs.
So now, okay, Suja ma'am will tell.
Cardiac asthma is mainly caused due to the fluid accumulation in lungs
Due to
due to the leaking of capillary fluid from
because
the
of rupture in
rupture in arteries,
arteries.
rupture in
Rupture in,
capillaries,
yes.
and so it will affect mostly left part of the there will be reduction in the oxygen supply to the heart. So that's how the name came as cardiac asthma.
In which
Left part of heart.
in which disease left part is, ma'am, just mute yourself. In which disease the left part of the body is affected? Sarika ma'am.
Cardiac asthma.
Other?
Don't know.
Cardiac asthma. Angina pectoris.
Angina pectoris.
What is angina pectoris, Suja ma'am?
It is the imbalance in oxygen when there is imbalance in requirement of oxygen and supply of oxygen to the heart.
What is angina pectoris, Sakshi ma'am?
And it's a chest pain in the heart.
Okay.
I'm sorry, chest pain.
Yeah, what? Is
Ma'am,
it
it's a chest pain, ma'am. Type of chest pain. Like,
okay?
yeah.
What is COPD? Deepam sir?
It's a chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder.
What two diseases I have explained you, Shravani ma'am, in this COPD? Can anyone tell cardiac asthma or not? Just raise your hands. Sarika ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Cardiac asthma, can you tell?
Cardiac asthma. That's
Okay. Can anyone tell what is allergic rhinitis, Shravani ma'am?
It's an
No.
inflammation in your bronchial,
In?
inflammation in the nasal region, ma'am, like nose.
Okay, so two things related to this COPD is not remembered by anyone. Sakshi ma'am?
Ma'am,
Bronchitis.
it's, yeah, one is related with bronchi and another one is related with the alveoli.
Emphysema.
Yeah.
Edema.
One is emphysema. One is bronchitis, chronic bronchitis.
Okay, emphysema. What is emphysema?
Shall I say?
Yes, sir.
Emphysema is basically due to some kind of allergy or uh, inflammation. The alveoli, the walls of the alveoli get damaged, and there is some kind of swelling that occurs. This actually stops the
The
process of health.
destruction at the level of alveoli, that which is enough.
Yeah,
Destruction at the level of alveoli is enough.
yeah.
Okay. So, what are the causes for angina pectoris? Sarika,
Um,
ma'am?
oh,
Okay, you will tell. Tell.
yeah. Shall I?
Yes.
Yeah, basically angina pectoris is a chest pain that occurs due to blockage in vital blood vessels in the heart due to fat, due to cholesterol or some kind of deposition in the major blood vessels. Actually, the
What is
pain
the name
radiates
of that
through blood.
deposition, Shavani, ma'am? What is the name of that deposition?
And it is due to ischemic, right? Ischemic the heart disease, man.
No, sir is telling very correctly, but what is the name of that deposition? Bad deposition.
Sclerosis, atherosclerosis, man.
Sarika, ma'am, what is the name of that depositions?
Plaque deposition.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is ischemic heart disease, Sakshi, ma'am?
Ma'am, it's a uh, uh,
Yes. B, C.
no. Let me just recall.
Okay, Suja, ma'am, what is ischemic heart disease?
It is actually the imbalance in supply and supply of oxygen to the heart.
Yes, and the requirement, actual requirement. What is CAD? Sorry, yes, Sakshi, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's a common cause of no, it's
What is full form of CAD?
chronic artery disease.
Deep form, sir? CAD. CAD. This is not respiratory disorders. You haven't been
Ma'am,
respiratory.
it's coronary artery disease.
Yes. So what happens in CAD, Suja, ma'am?
Like plaque get deposited in the arteries, and so the blood flow is disrupted in the artery. So coronary artery, and then heart pain will start.
Usually narrowing down. Because these three things are interrelated to each other, very much similar to each other. So in that we'll say narrowing down due to deposition, and this process of what is called as this atherosclerosis. What is the atherosclerosis, Shravani, ma'am?
Deposition of plaques in the heart tubes, man. In the
Okay. This is called as atherosclerosis. And this deposition, I'm repeating again, this deposition or accumulation of plaque in the inner walls of your arteries is called as atherosclerosis. And due to this atherosclerosis or this deposition of plaque, when there is narrowing down of the passage, which lets it difficult for air to come in and out, this is called as coronary artery disease. When there is imbalance in the requirement by our body and what is actually they are producing, or actually oxygen is produced by there is imbalance in these two. The word we use is imbalance in myocardial supply, which is supplied, and what is actual requirement and demand for the oxygenated blood. This is called an ischemic heart disease. All these together leads to the chest pain or the severe chest pain in regular condition is called as angina pectoris. This is nothing but a medical term for chest pain. Okay, now is it clear? I told you about the series to learn these. Okay, all okay? Thumbs up. Now is it clear to all? Okay. So now we'll go for I have to go for next disease actually. But still, okay, last. Hmm. Classifications of this angina pectoris. Sarika ma'am, name, just name.
Stable angina pectoris, unstable.
What is the another name and this two?
Variant,
Okay.
variant angina.
What is another name of variant, Suja ma'am?
Princemetal.
Princemetal.
Princemetal. Okay.
What is unstable angina, Sakshi ma'am?
Ma'am, like it occurs at rest also. It is not important that you are doing hard physical work or less physical work. It will happen to you, and it's a serious condition. It will last for I think 20 minutes.
And one important features in the diagram I showed you, you only answered once in the class. I remember everything.
That that heart start like bodies starved of oxygen and blood clotting.
Blood clot.
Yes, blood clotting.
Yes.
Okay.
Stable angina pectoris
is
is basically the normal kind of chest pain that occurs while we are doing some kind of physically exhaustive work, like suddenly we go on for running or climb a staircase. We feel some kind of pain in our chest that is stable, that is quite natural. It might last for around 5 minutes, and it will be fine after that. It's not risky.
Okay, what is third one, Shravani ma'am?
Variant angina, ma'am.
So what happens in it?
It here it will stay for long period and it will comes in like episodic, like cycles. It will come.
I can't hear you properly. Suja ma'am, will you tell that what happening?
Here, mostly it happens due to spasm in the arteries, coronary artery, and it is like a severe pain, and it can even happen during night also.
Night.
Rest and at times at night also.
Okay. What is refractory angina, Sakshi ma'am?
Ma'am, it's a episodic attacks. Like it will happen in cycles. Even if you are taking the medication and lifestyle also, then it can occur. Then also it can occur.
Okay.
Am I right, ma'am? Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, you are always right. Okay, so now I am presenting and we'll do one disease fast. Okay, my screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we'll go for second endocrine and metabolic disorder, that is hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. Okay, so before that we'll see what is thyroid. So thyroid is a gland in their body. This is a butterfly shape. This is largest endocrine gland. What are the endocrine glands? What is the meaning of endocrine gland?
Ma'am, endocrine gland secretes hormone.
Every
Organs that secrete hormone inside the body.
any hormone is available that which secretes hormone outside.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
actually,
Like
there are
with the
exocrine glands like skin.
It secretes directly in the blood, ma'am.
Okay, so these are also called as,
Ductless glands.
yes, very good. So butterfly shaped organ. The butterfly shaped bone is
thyroid.
Sphenoid.
Sphenoid.
Who is saying thyroid? Can you name, please?
Sakshi.
Very good. Nice. Okay, so butterfly shaped organs are thyroid, which have two lobes. Okay, this is one lobe and this is other. This is a diagram of thyroid gland. Now, hypothalamus secretes, our hypothalamus will secrete TRH. Okay, it is thyroid releasing hormone. So it will go and go to pituitary and further leads to release TSH, that is thyroid stimulating hormone, which will help in stimulate thyroid. It will go to thyroid and stimulate it, further releases this, further thyroid gland releases two hormones. These are called as thyroid hormones, T3 and T4. These are T3 and T4. Okay, this T4 is called as tetra iodine. This is related to iodine, thyronine or thyroxine. Okay, iodothyronine, tetraiodothyronine or tri. Tetra word is always used for four, and tri is then when there is three molecules of iodine will be there. Iodothyronine. Okay, this is not important. Still, you will learn this. They will produce T3 and T4. So this T3 and T4 or thyroid hormones also leads to metabolism. These are responsible for metabolism. Therefore, just for learning, I have kept here the thyroid glands regulates the metabolism also. Okay, therefore it is related to further our metabolism also. When your thyroid doesn't work properly, it can impact your entire whole body and will leads to hindrance in your quality of the life also, of course. Now, first disease will go for hyperthyroidism. By the name itself, we can understand hyper, something is over or excessive amount it is happening. And thyroid is means thyroid, related to thyroid. So when there is excessive thyroid release or thyroid hormones are released, then it is called as hyperthyroidism. There you can also learn with this, you can study, read also. Hyperthyroidism is a condition where thyroid gland produces excessive amount of the thyroid hormones. What are the thyroid hormones? Can you name?
Ma'am,
T3 and T4.
TRH,
Yes, T3
PSH.
and T4. No, T3 and T4. That the main thyroid hormone are these, leading to an overactive metabolism. Okay, overactive metabolism means, as I told you, that T3 and T4 or thyroid hormones are also responsible for metabolism. As excessive amount of thyroid hormone is releasing, it will definitely go for overactive or high active metabolism. Therefore, it is said, if the person have, just recognize in your mind, if the person will have good metabolism or high metabolic activities, then the person will able to digest everything very fast. Okay, and normally they are in the nature, these hyperthyroidism people are lean. Okay, or slim. Okay, so in hyperthyroidism, you will just learn, because sometimes this question only for this one thing question comes, that this like this characteristic, that thin and all, which is thin or fat. This is characteristics of hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, like that it comes. Okay, so now the causes, the main cause for this is also this hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism is also the autoimmune disease. The main cause for hyperthyroidism is Graves disease. Okay, this main cause for hyperthyroidism is Graves disease. What is Graves disease? Nothing. When but due to an abnormal immune system response, when our immune system start responding abnormally, that causes the thyroid gland to produce too much. Because what is happening in hyperthyroidism? Too much of thyroid gland is produced. This is produced due to abnormality in immune system. Hmm. Too much thyroid hormone is released, or we can say thyroid overproduces the hormone. Thyroid produces lots of thyroid hormone, or immune system attacks thyroid glands. Because in this, as there is abnormal activities of immune system are there, so this immune system, this abnormal immune system is attacking our thyroid gland, which is further leading to overdose or overproduction of hormone, thyroid hormones. Okay, this condition in term we call as Graves disease. Graves disease usually commonly causes in women's over age of 20, but can happen to men's also. Okay, but disorders can occur at any age. Okay, this is most probable cases are told, but can occur at any age and also to the men's. But mostly we have seen, or most commonly we can see in women with 20 age. Okay, so symptoms not so required, but you can have a look on it. Common symptoms of hyperthyroidism. Most important you have to remember is weight loss, okay, or slim. Hmm? Then rapid heart rate because metabolism is increasing. Anxiety, tremors, that is shrink, shivering in any of the part of the body. Okay, heart, heat intolerance, excessive sweating, etc. will happen. Now hypothyroidism. So very at the last I'll tell you that very easy to understand. Hypothyroidism, hyper is high, so of course definitely other one will be low. So when there is the condition where thyroid gland doesn't produces enough thyroid, okay, less thyroid is thyroid hormone are producing, okay, that will leads to slow down of the metabolism. As I told you, thyroid gland is completely, thyroid hormones are completely related to metabolism. If low thyroid hormones will be there, low thyroid hormones will be there, then definitely low metabolism will be there. And if low metabolism, the person will be in fat. So how to remember that the body size with hypo? Okay, remember O is there. O means O is related to obesity or O is related to something fat. Okay, so you can remember in the hypothyroidism person will get fat. Sorry, or will gain body weight. So body weight will always gain by when there is low immune metabolism. And hyperthyroidism, by the with the help of hyperthyroidism, you can understand there is higher amount of, with this help of hyperthyroidism, you can understand higher amount of thyroid hormone. Okay, so definitely opposite of second one will be have uh, high amount or lower amount of thyroid hormone. And in with the help in with the body size, you can learn with hypothyroidism. If O is there, it is related to obesity, person will get fat. So definitely other one person will get lean. Okay, very easy to understand. So main causes for this second one is our hypothyroidism is Hashimoto's disease. What is, again, it is autoimmune disease. So normally our autoimmune system protects our body by attacking the bacteria and viruses. But with this disease or with this Hashimoto's disease, your immune system attacks your thyroid gland by mistake. Okay, mistakenly our immune system is attacking our thyroid gland, though we need to attack the bacteria and viruses in normal conditions. But due to weak immune system, and these are the autoimmune disease nowadays due to the sedentary lifestyles and the changes in our fooding patterns, it will attack our thyroid glands, which will further, your thyroid will not be able to make enough thyroid hormones, and you can't get a normal condition. And this is called as Hashimoto's disease, which will further leads to less thyroid supply and can be termed as hypothyroidism. Your body can't work properly if there is no proper thyroid production, because it is also responsible for energies. Again, in all the condition, there will be the enlarged or the big sized thyroid gland, which we normally call as, we say na in thyroid, there is swelling in your thyroid gland. In we say na in normal lay language, we used to talk that, do you have thyroid? So sometimes there is goiter also. Okay, it's swelling or enlarged thyroid gland. So main symptoms for this is main you have to learn is this weight gain, and then opposite to that of hyper, constipation, cold intolerance, dry skin, brittle nails, depression, etc. These are in the terms of symptoms. I have kept it separately with the help of the diagram, so you can see these symptoms. Not so required. Diagnosis: blood test that measures your these T3 and T4 levels. Okay, T3 and T4 levels, or thyroid stimulating hormone TSH can leads to. We can go for diagnosis with these two. Okay, with this I have kept this because I know that it is very small. Otherwise, you
Ma'am,
have,
can you show the last slide once?
yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Blood test that measures, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
like in this hyperthyroidism,
Yes, ma'am.
we start losing weight, but we are eating more food as it is secreting more thyroid hormone.
Yes, we are
So,
taking. Yes.
how is it working? Like our digestive system is good, right? That's why we
Yes.
are
Yes.
digesting.
Metabolism means it is digesting very low. Though you sometimes we used to say now that I am not so slim, but other people's, my friends are eating so lots of food. Still, they are very slim, and I am taking only like I also used to say like that. So I am taking very less food still, or healthy food. Still, I am not that much fit. So we used to say this because their metabolism is good. That's why they are even digesting that much like large amount of food or whatever they are taking. Okay, main thing is metabolism is good. Okay.
Then, ma'am, why it is a disease?
Because overactive na everything, because high over hyper we are using because overactive thyroid hormone are releasing. Okay, lots of thyroid hormones are releasing. Over secretion or over for everything is not good. Okay.
Okay, so can we say that if thyroid, I mean this hormone, which hormone, ma'am?
Which
If
hormone?
hormones will release more, then our digestive system will work more, and in that way, it can
It is
destroy our
overactive
digestive system also. Like,
because it is overactive process, Anand. That much is not
so
required for by a normal condition.
okay, so overaction lead to destruction of other organs, right?
Destruction
Like
or
somehow they will
imbalance in our
yeah.
system, and these giving these symptoms that are not good na, that weight loss, and this is not good, that people become very much slim, or anxiety tremors, heart rate, high heart rate, these all are not good na. They are showing these adverse symptoms that are not good for in normal condition. Okay, excessive sweating, heat intolerance, these all. Okay, because
Okay, so it is affecting all the yeah, yeah.
this overaction is leading to certain their lifestyle impairment na, or lifestyle imbalance. Therefore,
So it is affecting all the organs. Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
thyroid is, because thyroid is related to energy, so it usually affects all the organs if a problem at its level, like at the level of the thyroid. Somewhere I have written also. I don't know I written on it. Okay, I didn't read, but this is thyroid is related to our whole body because it supplies for the energy. So you are saying
Ma'am,
that overall it is affecting, yes, no.
I was saying when I was reading, I was going through the digestive system. I didn't read about, I think, T3 and T4 that it is helping in metabolism, or maybe I missed it. How it is helping in metabolism, like from where it is connecting with our digestive system.
Okay. So I have to show you the whole mechanism then. And one thing, one like just wait. Okay, so in metabolism, how it is related? So it is regulating actually the rate. I just see it is regulating the rate at which our body is uses the calories, okay, or the energies. The what is the rate at which this our body is using this energy, this energy or these calories. This is at this level it is related to our metabolism, because maybe this is there that this affects the weight loss or the weight gain, and it's called as metabolic rate. Because because I searched here just so that T3 T4 affects every cell and all the organs in our body, regulating the rate at which your body uses the calories or energies. It regulates the energies or the calories usage by the body. Okay, this affects the weight loss or weight gain and is called as metabolic rate, slowing down or speeding up your heart rate also. So you can understand that it regulates the rate at which your body uses the calories. मतलब जिस रेट पे हमारी बॉडी एनर्जीज और कैलोरीज को यूज कर रही है, तो मे बी जो लोग जिनको हाइपर थायरॉइडिज्म होता होगा तो वो एक्सेसिव एनर्जीज को यूज करते होंगे, इसलिए मेटाबॉलिक रेट हाई होने की वजह से उन्हें ये प्रोसेस मिले.
Okay,
Or if you want the complete process, I can show you with the diagram tomorrow. Okay. Otherwise, up till now, as I study this like this.
get it, ma'am. Get it.
It,
Like it is a ductless gland, so it can mix with the blood anywhere, like in there only, at their place, and eventually it will lead to mm,
it should need to supply of the energy to whole body.
yeah.
Yes. So with this, we have completed this. And how many diseases are remaining in this endocrinal and metabolic disorders?
Is it one?
One only obesity.
I know, but I want to ask from you. Is it
That
one?
one.
Which disease?
Obesity.
Obesity.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do obesity tomorrow and we'll complete with endocrine and metabolic disorders also. If any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, yes, sir.
Ma'am, I have a question from the previous class actually.
Yes.
We learned about diabetes and all. And there was a term called diabetes insipidus. I have no idea about what it is. Can you explain?
In my slides also.
No, no. It was completely out of the slides, I think. Diabetes insipidus. I can't remember anything about it.
Okay, I just seen that diabetes insipidus occurs when the body can't regulate how it handles fluids. The condition is caused by the hormonal abnormality and it's related to diabetes.
Okay.
Okay, this condition is because the body is this condition is usually called as imbalance. Okay, imbalance in these fluids of these glucose and all. This imbalance is called as diabetes insipidus, as I understood till now. Because it is problem with a chemical called as vasopressin, which is also known as the antidiuretic, which is related to our liquid system. Have anyone other person knows about this diabetes insipidus? Otherwise, I have to see with for this. Last day, someone also asked some question. I didn't remember that. See which question.
Actually, Lipalika was asking whether diabetes and
Yes, that.
low blood sugar and low BP, is it related or not?
Oh, yes, I understand. Yes, it is related. I just see this, and I even thought to put it in your this one. What your slides also. Hmm. Because this is very easy. Because I kept it here one place. Just wait. That day only. So it is said that blood loss from an injury. That what happens in diabetes. What is the question? Diabetes related to high sugar level is related to blood pressure.
Yes.
Okay. So high blood pressure. Then it is said that dehydration. When dehydration happens, there is lots of. Just second. I will see here and then it will. One second. First of all, I should end this.